There should
We're
be...
live now. We're live now.
Okay, so it was just for some reason being stupidly delayed?
No, there is a button on the YouTube studio. Maybe the way that our YouTube is set up or whatever, there's just a thing that says go live. You just got to click that. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how that is any different than it. Like, it should have automatically done that when I refreshed everything. But either way, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not... Whatever. Welcome in, everyone. I apologize for the scuff. I will finish getting the last couple of things that I was trying to get set up done over here. We are once again going to be playing...
God, I gotta close this because I'm hearing echoes. Okay.
That and that. Okay. There we go. I have chat up in front of me. So we are going to be continuing playing some Mothership this month. Looks like everybody is ready. And we will start.
I was born ready.
Boop. So I'm just going to put you all on the map. You can decide whereabouts you would be milling about. So we find ourselves with the crew of the... Please don't just try and kill yourself, Russell. Like,
no, I'm just staring out the airlock pensively. One press of the button is all it would take.
That's why I asked you to please not kill yourself. Because I've played with you enough times. I kind of know where you go with things, and honestly, it doesn't do well for, you know, the person running the game when people just straight up try and kill their characters right away.
I've seen so many things.
It's okay, Damien. I'm a medic. He probably just forgot to take his meds.
Either way, the crew of the yet unnamed ship. You guys still haven't come up with an actual name for the ship.
The Tragically.
Right? Yeah.
The Dread Tail.
I thought we were going with the double.
No, the double was the last one.
Right, yeah.
Everyone else on the crew was mysteriously killed.
No.
So, the crew of, again, the as yet unnamed ship has decided that, you know what, they didn't want to be wage slaves for the corporation anymore. So they decided to set out on their own, being you three plus the other 9 people on the crew. Question, actually. Daniel, did you pay for the Mothership app, or are you just using the free version?
I paid for the app, yeah.
Cool. Do you want to do the ship stuff? Specifically for your ship? That way I'm not doing it for everybody.
I did not buy the Shipbreaker's Toolkit.
Oh.
I did not actually buy that one. But I can, but
I mean,
I'm not ready to go with that yet.
There's probably not going to be much fighting. It's more just for the off chance and for like any upgrades and stuff like that.
Okay. We could futz around with that the next stream.
Yeah. So as I said, you all, decided you didn't want to work for the corporation. Damn the man, we're going to work for ourselves.
Hell yeah.
Little did you realize that the great deal on a freighter that you had been given came with quite a few strings attached. And extra hidden fees, and there were a whole bunch of licensing fees that you didn't realize at first. And you have found yourselves under a planet-sized mountain of debt. As
That
it's
does not look great on the credit score.
No, it does not. As it stands right now, you basically have probably about a year to show to like make some headway in your payments. It's probably going to take longer than that, considering how much you all owe, but you know, baby steps.
And who are we?
Yes. Well, let us meet the command crew of this freighter. Let's start with Daniel, since his name is on the podcast.
Hello. Or no, let me get into it.
No, not allowed.
Okay. Hello.
Like we practiced.
My name is Viktor Chardenko. I once was professor. Now I work here. I am a scientist, and I rolled both my patch and my trinket were Russian or Soviet themed, so I decided I'm going to be a Russian scientist. I'm specifically aiming towards an engineer. I got cybernetics, mechanical repair, jury rigging, and I got a vac suit and a rigging gun, and I'm ready to fix the ship up and get things figured out.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Well, we'll go in alphabetical order. So Renee.
Hello. I'm Renee, she, they, and I will be playing R3N3. Pronouns are they, it. I am a medical android.
Alrighty. Is there
Did I
anything?
say other stuff? No?
I was just gonna ask. Is there anything else you want to say about your character?
Well, my most prominent feature is my... Okay. My most prominent feature is my interpersonal interface with my... Russell, stop. He's miming breasts. Anyway. My interpersonal interface with a state-of-the-art bedside manner subroutine. So I am pretty personable. I am also very handy with a laser gun.
Ooh.
Nice.
Laser cutter, yes. The one that deals D100 damage.
Interesting.
That means
I
you
don't
can
know.
do like 2 damage.
Yeah. I do have military training and 0G training.
What kind of medical droid are you?
But you know,
Kind of medical droid that's seen some shit.
Like, I mean, yeah.
probably a part of my tragic backstory.
You don't know how many times her like neural net's been
Theirs
wiped.
or its.
Or,
Theirs or
yeah,
its is fine.
Its neural net's been wiped. Like they could have been a soldier in a past format.
The thing is, I probably don't know either. That's the handy thing about being memory wiped.
Yeah, exactly.
Killing.
Mm-hmm.
And
So yeah, this is R3 and 3.
nice. And now Russell.
This is Russell, they, them, and I'll be playing this Steve. When the dawn of war came, I answered the call of duty. My elite squad of Black Ops used the finest in modern warfare to command and conquer everything in sight. I personally made so many ghosts that I may have crossed Spec Ops the line.
The Steve's back, I see.
The Steve's never leaving, unless he dies.
So I know the GM is not supposed to root for a character to die, and I will be very impartial,
Hmm.
but I kind of hope Steve dies.
Oh,
Um,
that's not a good sign.
I do promise I will be 100% impartial with everything that I do.
For
It's
every
up to the
Steve you
dice.
strike down, 1,000,000 more take his place.
And as most of you probably already know, I'm Damien or Magical Hack, depending on which stream you're watching this on. I am going to be playing literally everybody else in the galaxy. So, you've been on this ship and like running this ship for about a month now. You've found work here and there, like a couple of fairly easy, just like cargo runs out to not to us. Boop. So
Ooh,
yes,
we got a map.
yeah. I made a map. I'm gonna be making better maps, because I found better assets for a better map making program. So
Awesome.
the
Cool.
ones that we have now are just temporary. But yeah, you've been basically kind of making short hops between the planets, no more than essentially a like a week at a time type deal. You've been making some reliable money. However, on this last trip, and actually, you guys are out here. You'd ended up going through the asteroid belt, and as you were going on your way through, you picked up a fairly weak transponder signal in an area of the asteroid belt that, as far as you know, nobody goes in. So, like, you can pretty well figure it might be some salvage there for you. And you also know that, like, if the ship's been there long enough, that it's essentially fair game. You don't really have to worry too much about getting things back to their rightful owner in most cases.
Alrighty.
Okay, that sounds great.
Free shit.
Let us salvage.
Indeed. This might help us make some progress.
Who's
Please,
driving
earned
this thing?
it.
What was that?
Sorry,
The
Steve. What was that?
Who's driving this thing?
The other crew, don't worry about it.
Yeah, like, I would assume that, like, you three are on the command crew. There's probably at least one or two other people who are, like, generally doing the stuff that you guys can't do. That way it's you guys in charge of the ship and I don't have to, like, hold your hand and tell you where to go. So,
Oh, that's good.
I say we pull up alongside the ship, and I'm already like getting my vac suit on. Ugh. Get over there and take all of its stuff.
alrighty, yeah. So you make your way to this signal. Based on like the sensor readings and stuff like that, it's about a week away. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Well, I don't put it on right now then.
yeah, it's gonna take a minute, but like we don't have to do every day of the week.
Oh yeah, I know, but
However, how do you all think you would be passing the time during like these like 1 week jaunts?
Well, our 3 and 3, I think, is Steve's primary caregiver. So I just sort of follow him around, make sure he takes his meds, give him a bath once in a while.
I
This-
am. I imagine that I'm the chief engineer on this thing, and while we got this ship for quite a lot of debt, I bet it's already falling apart. So I spend a lot of time grumbling to myself with headphones on, listening to music very loudly, while I desperately try to keep this whole rust bucket together.
Sort of
It may
space
actually
music, do you
not-
think? Sorry.
I don't know what kind of music. Probably
Country.
classical music. Like the Beastie Boys, as Star Trek.
Yes.
Classical music.
Of course.
Um,
And I'm probably listening to Russian music, but I don't know Russian music off the top of my head. I wouldn't be able to name that stuff. But
Mhm.
yeah, and I do want to say, I don't know if the ship actually is falling apart, but I just assume it's falling apart. And I'm always buttered to myself and sort of catastrophizing the smallest things.
like
It's the leaks that you can't see that are the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't a new ship, but it's by no means actually falling apart. Honestly, you were the one after you all had bought the ship that found the smuggler's compartment, little like hidden compartment
Ugh.
that the ship has. The contraband hold, I think it's called. But
The booty hole.
you're not wrong. So what's the Steve doing?
The Steve is running combat drills with the rest of the security staff, being, captain of security.
Alrighty.
A geriatric captain of security.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Hey, I might be old, but I'm probably the best trained on the ship.
You know what? That's fair. Well, I do have a med bay to run, but in between, my rounds, I sort of poke my head in.
Yeah.
Make sure your diaper is on tight.
It's not.
just swing it.
You gotta stay limber.
Alrighty. So, like I said, after about a week of travel, you all end up coming up to what, as far as the ship's sensors are saying, is an executive liner.
Ooh.
Pretty nice shit.
However, you can also see that there have been modifications made.
What sort of modifications? Oh, I suppose it's an engineering question, isn't it?
So from the outside, it's not apparent the nature of the modifications. But you can, like, it looks like the rear of the ship, like where the reactor is, was modified a bit. And where the habitat decks are, like, you would expect that there would be like viewports kind of around, because it's like a big like circular feature on the ship that kind of sticks out. And yeah, like I said, you'd expect that there'd be like viewports so that the rich sons of bitches can look out and see space as they're traveling through it and whatnot. But you don't see those. Like, to really know much more. Well, if somebody has something they can roll, I might be able to give more information. But yeah, without actually going onto the ship, you're not 100% sure what's what.
I'm just gonna make an intellect check.
Okay.
Could I use rim wise, which is the skill of knowing like criminally stuff?
No.
Okay. I would sort of just imply whether it's criminally or not. Okay.
No, this doesn't look like it's a criminal. Like it doesn't look like a pirate vessel.
Gotcha. That makes sense. All right. Let me roll. I got a 20. That's a success.
Okay. So like what I'm picturing here is you're kind of looking out like the viewport on the bridge, and you're also looking at like the sensors and whatnot, and you can see that the designation on this ship was changed, and it's for some reason listed as a science vessel.
Anything else besides it being a science vessel?
No. The transponder is running actually at low enough power that it's like it's weak even as close as you are. Like you would think that there's probably not much time left on that reactor before basically it ends up going critical. In some way. Yeah. It's not like it's going to happen tomorrow, but there's enough degradation
tonight.
There's enough degradation that like this ship is not long for this planetary system.
Let's not waste time.
And there is one more thing that you can see on the sensors. There is one very weak life sign that looks to be in cryo.
All right, lock and load. Let's take care of that life sign.
I motioned for the Dr. Bot, Renee.
R3 and 3. Thank you very much.
R3 and 3. And say, we rescue person, we take person's stuff. In payment for rescue.
That's a reasonable plan of action, Officer Cherdenko.
Okay.
I'm gonna pack my my stuff, my first aid kit, my radiation pills, an oxygen tank, blah blah blah.
Yep.
All that stuff.
Alrighty. So where are you going to dock? One notable thing is you can't actually see any outward damage to this ship.
Mm.
So it looks like the hull, based on what you can tell, is fully intact.
There's only one airlock though, right?
Yeah. The
That's
hull,
probably at the airlock.
the nose port also kind of has a port on it. That can be used, but that's generally used for like smaller craft to dock. The actual like main airlock is the one that's labeled as airlock.
Okay.
So you have the option for either of them.
Suggestion. May we dock at nose port command module?
I don't care. Sure.
Because I feel like because the GM is asking where, it kind of feels like it's important. So let's do as far away from the reactor as we can.
But then we gotta walk further to the reactor to fix it.
We don't need to fix reactor. We take reactor apart.
And should you decide to fix it, Steve, your body can use some exercise.
Why you sound so condescending?
I make no comment to this.
You'll be playing with the sentence again?
That is private information.
Privacy settings, too.
Parent controls.
Alrighty, so it sounds like you're going in through the nose cone. Or the nose port. Boop, boop, and boop. Okay,
I'm ready to lead the way. I got a big flashlight. Although I guess, are there lights on the ship?
It is emergency lighting.
Oh. Can my eyes be flashlights?
Why do I feel like you've asked that before?
Aw. Have I asked this before? I don't know.
Possibly in another game. So, and R3N3, you feel this too. As soon as you step into the command module through the nose port, it almost feels like the air gets heavier. Like,
as in gravity increases?
No. Okay, so I'm assuming you're all wearing vacuum suits?
Absolutely.
I have a vac suit. I rolled it on my character. I don't know about other people.
Oh boy. I've got standard battle dress.
But you don't breathe, right? So it's fine.
I do not breathe, no.
I'm guessing the ship had some.
Yeah,
at least one.
It would make sense for there to be at least a few vacuum suits for the maintenance crew to be able to do repairs outside, like minor.
But that's the cool, unique thing I have, and now you're just giving them away for free.
No, you have your own. Yours is personalized.
Okay.
Oh, there you
go. Ooh, there's stickers on it.
Yeah, the one that the Steve has is like, it's a vacuum suit that they got from Wish.
Terrifying.
Yikes.
It's a Temu vacuum suit.
Exactly, yeah. You have the name brand, top of the line vacuum suit.
Sure.
R3N3 says, in case of emergency, I do have a rebreather and am equipped with an oxygen tank.
But
let's not need it.
Where the vacuum suit, other than the fact that you're in space, vacuum suits are kind of important. For those of you wearing vacuum suits, the air inside of your vacuum suit feels heavy.
So the suit kind of
it doesn't expand.
Super slim fit.
No. It looks exactly the same as when you were all on your ship.
Don't give me that look. I don't know how space works.
I want to make an intellect check, mechanical repair, see if I could recognize this as anything that could happen from a damaged ship.
Okay, yeah.
I got a critical success. I rolled a 44.
So, you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that this isn't something that a damaged ship could do. Like the environmental controls, it's like you're not able to see that. And I'm thinking you probably even go to one of the command consoles.
That's what I was going to say.
In the command module. And as far as the readouts, what you're able to get with the limited, essentially everything's running in safe mode. What you're able to get with that is that everything should be running normally. The air is very thin, as the life support systems have been put on essentially minimum in order to conserve what little power is left.
I'd like to look up the crew manifest.
Okay.
Good idea.
Are you looking for anything specific?
Not really. We know there's one life sign on the ship, and I would like to see how many people are supposed to be on the ship.
This ship had a complement, or had a total crew of. Actually, do you have? Well, make an intelligence check for me. And if you have computers or anything like that, that would be applicable.
I rolled a 99, which
Ooh.
it is telling me is a critical failure.
That is
Yikes.
definitely a critical failure. You lock the computer terminal that you're using.
Newfangled shit.
May I attempt to correct the situation?
Unfortunately, no.
Well, fuck.
I'll just give it a bit of the percussive maintenance. Bang, bang, smash.
God.
I
Maintenance.
I call you a shit. I mutter shithead in Russian.
Hmm.
I'm not asking for a translation. I'm just letting you know that that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And I say, let's move.
Understood.
Diddy ahoy, Captain.
He just told you to go sit on a dick.
I give him a middle finger in my vac suit, which looks very awkward because of how vac suits work. And just now I'm just muttering to myself.
I'm
That's
enjoying
my
the crap out of this right now.
muttered Russian, which I'm just using random syllables there.
Perfect.
Tobus.
And I'm going to go into this the next room.
Okay.
What do I see when I get there?
Alrighty. Well, you are in what looks to be the support and life support and maintenance essentially area.
This is my zone.
Yeah. This is kind of like engineering, life support, stuff like that. You can from here, these computers aren't locked out. From what you can tell, it's just the ones in the command module. At least currently.
Okay.
Before you go too much further, the Steve and R3N3. What would you both like to do?
R3 and 3 heads to cryo chamber, I think.
Okay, you're just gonna go through to the first one?
Yeah. I'm just gonna go through the support and mechanical, see that Victor is at work, assume he's capable enough to figure it out, and proceed straight to the cryo chamber.
I'll radio back to the ship to get somebody else from the security team to make sure this room stays secure.
Alrighty. The fucking Bob comes to the
Hey,
command
Bossy
module.
Bob, I don't trust anything about this place.
Already, is that all you're doing, or are you gonna go to another room, or that's about it?
I'll follow along with R3N3, but I'm a little slower, so I'm in mechanics.
Oakley dokley.
I was going to suggest go to the crew quarters and steal their shit.
Victor.
I can't imagine that they have too much here, right? Maybe they got fucking gold bars in there. Who knows though? You're right.
Gold pressed platinum. Sorry.
Wrong IP. Victor, what are you up to?
If Could I get like a rundown of what systems are like working on the ship and what aren't from this area?
Okay, so from everything you can see at a glance, because this is kind of your bag, you can see that pretty much everything on the ship is running at minimal power.
Okay.
So like life support is running. However, the air is like quite
Recycled all
thin.
to hell.
It's recycled all to hell. It's fairly stagnant and it's quite thin. It's almost like breathing like 3/4 of the way up in up Mount Everest type deal.
Okay. Well, this is fine. Uh, I I'm not too worried. We should leave our vac suits on anyway. What I'd like to do is figure out, looking at like any sort of repair diagnostics or any sort of things here, what are the most valuable pieces on this ship?
That's going to require a roll.
That's fine. Yeah. And I have both jury rig and mechanical repair. So I feel like at least one of those should help me figure this out.
I think mechanical repair would be your best way in.
Okay. I can show you the screenshot. I know it sounds like I'm cheating, but I got another critical success.
Yeah,
I got a 22.
I trust you.
Nice.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to figure out what's the most valuable thing on here so we can rip it out, get it back onto our ship, and leave this thing here. Because I got a bad feeling about whatever's going on here. I got a bad feeling.
So what you uncover is this ship was converted. Again, it was converted to be a science vessel. The habitat decks were pretty much converted all to house experiments, artifacts, and fairly high-end scientific and medical equipment.
Nice.
Based
Another.
based on the manifest that you're able to find, because essentially how you find this out is you actually find the initial retrofit like maintenance logs.
Okay.
And you, based on looking at that and like what you know about your ship, you figure you could probably strip most of the stuff out of this ship, and fill your cargo holds to capacity over about 3 days.
Okay. And how long does the reactor have?
Based on what you can see, the reactor will hold out for probably about another week, unless somebody does something foolish.
I can't imagine anything like that could happen.
Bees!
All right. Well, this makes sense. Where's most of the stuff that we would need to start stripping out?
Most of the valuable stuff is actually in where the habitat decks are.
That makes sense because you said that's where like actual lab is.
Yeah, that.
All right.
Like over here.
Yeah.
Some of the crew quarters were modified as well. However, even with your critical success, unfortunately, you are unable to find the information about what some of those modifications were. It seems that they were scrubbed from the logs.
Of course. Well, I'm just of course it doesn't work. Looks like there's and I'm going to work my way towards the crew quarters, but I think we're gonna go see what's going on in the cryo chamber.
Alrighty. So R3N3 is checking out the cryo the first cryo chamber. And the Steve follows suit. What you see is all of the cryo chambers in like all of the cryo bays in this chamber seem to be deactivated. There are a couple that still have corpses in them, and they're desiccated. Like they've been
How
there.
long have they been here?
Well, they're effectively mummified.
Ooh. Okay.
So like this ship has been here for quite a while.
All right.
I will actually, if you can give me a like a medicine or similar skill roll.
Intellect?
Yeah, intellect, and then you select medicine.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be intellect based and then medicine. You might be able to find out more.
Okay, well, I don't have medicine per se. I have everything else. But my intellect is pretty high, so...
And wait, you don't have medicine and you're the ship's
Part of my
doctor?
tragic backstory?
It's all good. I was just confused for a second. But yeah, go ahead.
No. I rolled a 90. I failed.
Oh, yeah,
It's dead, yeah.
yeah. You're unable to figure out how long it's been, like how long this ship has been here based on the corpse, other than these have been here for a long time, like a
And
long time
they're-
after cryo failed.
Okay, and they're humans?
Yes, as far as you can tell.
Alright.
And do you get stressed when you fail a roll? I wouldn't know. I haven't failed any rolls.
Ooh.
Way to lord it over me. Wow. Just throwing some shade over
I
here.
really just wanted to say that.
There have been.
I took an automatic stress for a crit fail.
I also took an automatic stress for a fail.
There
Okay.
you go.
Yeah, if you're rolling on the app, it should automatically
Yeah.
do it when you fail.
That's what I'm doing, yes.
Yeah.
So our 3 and 3 goes. I am unable to determine the duration of these beings stay here.
Well, I'll take a look. Steve gets up, takes a big whiff.
Ugh.
Did you open them?
And did you take
Why
off
would
your
I do
Don't
helmet?
make it any worse.
Why would I do that? I might actually smell them.
Oh.
You just you smell the recycled air in your vacuum suit.
Which is
I rolled a
basically.
failure. So,
Oh no.
oh, they've been dead a long time.
But yes. So R3 N3, you also know like based on again what you'd seen via sensors and stuff like that before you came on the ship, there are generally two cryo chambers on this class of vessel.
In that case, our 3 and 3 heads to the next door, basically.
All right.
Trying to find the other cryo chamber.
Wait, hold on. This is the habitant, Dex. Better wait unless you want to be knee deep in pea soup.
That does not concern me. And it continues forward. It being me.
Yeah.
Our 3 and 3. Aha.
Well, it's your funeral. Or whatever you things have.
Already,
Disassembly
it,
and impoundment. Impounding?
Recycling?
Recycling?
recycling. So is the Steve doing anything else in this room, or what's the Steve up to?
I'm going to see if I can flush these corpses into space.
Oof.
If we want to dismantle the cryopods for parts, it's probably better to have them empty.
You know,
If they're
can't
dead,
argue
they're
with that
dead.
logic.
So, you know what?
Do they each have their own mini airlock?
No, they do not have their own mini airlocks.
That's probably for the best.
These aren't the battery pods from the Matrix. But
Yeah, that goop would have been really gross.
it would have been. You Do you have any mechanical related skills?
Firearms are like a mechanical thing.
No, that totally does not count.
Dang.
Give me an intelligence roll, please.
Whoops. Oh, 18, success.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
So you realize, Steve, that if you could power these again, you could empty them out fairly easily. However, that can't be done from in this room.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, basically power needs to be rerouted to here from something else.
Yeah, probably the life support. We're not using it. We got 2 vac suits and a robot.
Alrighty, so R3 is going this way.
Correct.
And Victor, you get into what you expected to be crew quarters.
Uh-oh.
What?
Actually, crew thirds.
What you see
I'll take it.
is half of a little over half of this room. It has been turned into almost like a makeshift storage area. You can see that there are a few artifacts over, and I'm just going to draw on the map. Over here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Just a second. I know what I'm doing. I am smart. Boop. And I want this, and that, and then boop. There we go. So back there where I circled, it almost looks like there are a few strange looking pieces, like stone, almost looks like stone artifacts, kind of arranged over on that end of the room. It doesn't quite look like a shrine or anything like that, but it looks like they've been like kind of faced towards the door that you came through. Each one is about 30 centimeters high. And all of them you know what? Make me an intelligence roll, please.
30 centimeters is 11 inches, by the way. Something like that.
Wait, I thought you were describing what was in the habitat decks.
Nope.
This thing is in the crew quarters?
This is in the crew quarters.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to the other people.
No.
I was listening, but I missed the fact you were talking to me, if that makes sense.
That's fine. That's fine.
I will make an intellect roll. Sorry. I rolled a 94. I failed. I got no idea what this shit is.
Yeah, it's some weird, kind of cool looking shaped rocks, as far as you know. And if you look through the door to your right, you can see that that room is lined with bunk beds. It almost looks like they took all of the beds that were supposed to be spaced out amongst the crew quarters and shoved them into just under half of the room.
All right. I want to go up to these things that I don't understand. I'm going to get out my sample collection kit, which is something that my character has, and I'm
Nice.
going to chip off a little bit of the stone on this so I can bring it back and examine it.
I was going to say, if we fail any more rolls to figure out what the hell's going on here, we're just going to start chipping away Minecraft style.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't even have you roll for it.
Yeah, I'm just using a rock.
However, all of you hear
Explode.
An explosion.
Let me finish.
Exploding?
You all hear what sounds like a woman screaming.
Hmm.
And
Where
this
is it
is
coming from?
almost as soon as you chipped the piece off of one of the stones. And to
boy.
answer your question of where is it coming from, you can't tell.
I cannot tell.
No,
Like, is it everywhere? Nowhere in particular? My head? Like,
My head?
Steve's
there's
head?
for all of you, there is no direction that it sounds like it's particularly coming from. You could infer that it's within your head. You could infer that it's like it's really. I don't know. Like I don't want to say how your character would perceive it, but
Fair enough.
you.
And
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. No, you
I
were
just
about
want to
say
clarify. This happens as soon as I chip off some of the statue here?
something. That is correct, Monsieur.
Ah, okay. It's afraid. No.
I assume I'm just having an auditory hallucination because in space nobody can hear you scream.
I immediately drop my sample kit probably after this happens.
Okay. Before I do anything, can somebody remind me what a 3K CR is? Oh, that's credits, isn't it?
3,000
Okay.
credits.
Yeah, 3,000.
Okay, all right. Cool.
What were you looking at?
I'm
That costs
gonna-
3,000 credits.
Or do you just have that?
I just have that.
Wow.
I rolled really high on my money.
I have 120 credits.
I have 0 credits.
Oh my.
I think I might have
Wow.
done something wrong.
I think so too. Anyway, I'm gonna radio Steve and Victor. I'm just gonna ask officers status report.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I
I really want to make a joke,
Sounds-
but I'm not gonna.
found the rock in study. The quarters.
Yes.
He yelled at me.
The rock yelled at you.
Ah, that'd be one of them Yellowstones.
Yes.
It's I love you,
Need
but it's so hard to play when you're around.
I need to take. I think something is wrong with statue.
Do you require immediate assistance?
No. I look. Is there like a bag or anything I could shove these things into?
Like the stones themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like you can probably find something.
You need a bag? I can get you a bag.
I want to shove all of these into a bag.
Cool.
And like throw them over my shoulder.
Yeah, awesome. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Radio back to the ship. Hey, somebody give Chudenko a bag here.
So yeah,
All right.
you bagged them up.
By the way, can I make a? No, I already rolled to not. I guess I already rolled to not know what the fuck these things are. I can't roll again.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Morgons.
I got these things give me bad vibes. So I'm going to take them and I'm going to start walking towards the airlock.
Oh
Alrighty.
boy.
You're gonna go
The airlock.
back to the ship?
No, I'm gonna go out the other airlock. No, I'm not going back to the ship. Fuck that. No. I'm gonna walk over to the airlock over here in the mechanical bay and start getting ready to put the statues into the airlock.
You're just gonna
I'm not
yeet him out?
I'm not gonna eat them out immediately, but I want to be able to easily eat them out.
Okay. Okay.
Let's get ready to yeet.
Look, when a
Eat
thing
it,
yells
though.
at me, I don't handle it well.
That's entirely fair.
Yeah.
So R3 N3. You
Yes.
step into what you can kind of tell once was the habitat decks of this ship. However, you can see that instead of having like a bunch of like staterooms and cabins and stuff like that, it's all been turned into a big laboratory in this section.
All right.
So like it's all kind of separated by glass, and you can see over the door that's leading to the other half of this large section. It says containment. Well, sorry, containment and storage.
Okay. And the wall that's running down the middle of the hab decks, is that glass or no?
Nope. That is
No.
solid metal.
Solid metal. Okay.
And the door,
What?
actually, that's on it, looks a little bit heavier duty than the rest of the doors that you've passed.
That makes sense. Okay. What sort of labs are they? Are they like bio labs, robotics labs, medical labs?
You actually give me an intelligence check, please.
I shall do so. Intellect. Fuck off. I rolled a 66. A fucking critical failure.
So
Minecraft it is.
you, other than taking a stress, which automatically happens,
Yes.
you can't tell with some of the specific lab stations. It looks like there are a few different disciplines that are, or at least were being utilized here. There's some stuff that kind of looks like medical equipment. There's other stuff that looks more like archaeology equipment. There's
Okay.
yeah, it's just kind of a mishmash, and you can see even in some of them, it almost looks like it's like two wildly different disciplines being worked, like being utilized in the same lab space in some of them.
Okay. So I think with a fucking critical failure, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna radio Victor there, and I'm going to say, Officer Cherdenko, equipment needs appraisal.
I'm coming.
So basically, what I'm thinking is this stuff is basically a bunch of useless junk, and we just need to price it right.
I mean, yeah, that tracks, because I'm sure, I don't really know if Victor would have mentioned anything that he found.
He did mention a rock that was yelling at him.
Well, yeah.
So
Well, no, I meant like in the manifest for the
Okay.
like maintenance log.
I did not.
Yeah, part of why I'm radioing Victor is that I kind of want to take a look at him, see if he's okay.
That tracks.
But my bedside manner interface tells me not to, to be kind of subtle about it.
So yeah, I'll start heading over to the habitat deck. I'll see first I'll check what Steve's up to in the cryo chamber, though.
Yeah, Victor, I'm glad to see you. We got to turn some of these stinkers into floaters.
Dead is dead. But they're not equipped to just be launched out, so we're not.
We got to power these things up, and then we can just let nature take its course. Liquefy these guys or whatever.
They already dead.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do we need to do?
Well, we get the corpses out, and then we haul out the cryopods.
Ugh. Later.
All right. We'll put it on the docket.
Stupid wasted time. Look, cat boy, it's bullshit.
Was that right, Cowboys?
And I mutter as I make my way towards the habitat decks.
So yes, you walk out into a room that is essentially like this half of the habitat decks that you walked into is changed into laboratories with like glass dividers between like glass walls between them. And you can kind of see that some of the gear that was in the manifests and the like maintenance logs is like you can kind of see some of the things that were described. Obviously, you can't tell all of it because you're not the science guy.
Supposed to be the science guy.
Bill Nye is the science guy.
I'm the engineer. I am the scientist, but I'm more of an expert in engineering. But I think I'm the smartest one on the crew. Maybe not.
Sure, intellect. Like.
Yeah. My intellect is 54.
62, bitch.
Okay, fair. I guess I'm not the smartest one.
I mean,
R3 does
honestly,
have an advantage.
I do.
But yeah.
Still dumb as a doorknob, though. Apparently.
I've never met anyone smarter than my rifle. That's why they call it a smart rifle.
Can we make our way towards the reactor from here? Or you said that like the door was sealed, right?
It's not. Well, nobody has tried it, but it's just a slightly heavier duty door, like this.
Okay.
This door here is a slightly heavier duty door than the rest of the ones that you've gone through thus far.
Okay.
I'm gonna go, Officer Cherdenko. Greetings.
Yes.
Basically gonna point at all the equipment and I'm going to say these defunct items appear to be in need of appraisal. On a totally unrelated note, how many fingers am I holding up?
I say the correct number of fingers. And yes, is useful.
16?
In-ship manifest already. The scout ship is tearing apart. And I just want to get off this place now that things were yelling at me. Oh. I wanted to Can I go back? I wanted to do this and then I got distracted. I wanted to jury rig a remote airlock decompressor for the place those stones are. I guess it's too late. I didn't do it. I should have done that earlier. Oh well. I'm gonna start making my way towards the reactor.
Okay. Yeah, you get to the door, like the bulkhead door, and there is a keypad next to it.
and I enter in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It gives you a weak, angry noise in response.
696969.
80085.
And I look over at R5 and I say, "You have laser."
I think
And
you
I
mean
gesture
R2.
towards the door.
Help us, R2.
You fuckers. Um. Yes. Affirmative. I do, in fact, possess a laser cutter.
Cut.
Please stand aside. And I'm gonna aim. Fuck. I don't like that we're laser cutting a door that says containment.
It also says
Everything's
storage.
dead. It's fine.
It also says storage. Before we start laser cutting, though, can I try to hack into the panel?
Sure.
I'm gonna roll intellect plus computers.
Yes, you may.
Oop!
Oh.
Yay! I succeeded.
Alrighty. Yeah. How much did you succeed by? Or well, what did you roll?
I rolled an 18.
Okay.
My threshold was 72.
Yeah. So it takes you like 2 tries. But you're able to find one of the you're able to basically they left one of the backdoor passcodes in, and they didn't get rid of it like they should have.
You just enter an admin.
Yeah.
And you're able to get in.
Yeah.
Admin 1.
The password was, in fact, 42069.
Yes, this password. Why bring a laser cutter if not use the laser cutter?
I'm sure we'll have plenty of opportunities later.
So after you punch in the code, the doors very slowly slide open. And a gust of
Explosion.
warm air blows out.
I kind of want to ask what it smells like, but do I have those kind of sensors in me?
I don't see why not.
What does it smell like?
It smells like warm leather.
Ooh. Well, this could mean one of two things. I go in.
Alrighty. Boop. So when you cross the threshold, as you're walking in, to your left, you see a very heavy-duty wall going across, basically cutting off a quarter of this deck.
Okay.
And in very prominent lettering and big blocky letters, it says containment, caution. To the right, it looks like it's a more general storage area. You can see some crates and stuff like that. There is a refrigeration unit that looks like it has some samples in it, or at least had some samples in it. You're unsure if they're still good. And sorry, go ahead.
Somebody else do something.
I mean, is it blocking the door to the reactor?
No, the reactor is basically is like a straight shot from where you are.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I want to check out the cryo chamber because I'm still trying to find the person who's theoretically alive on this thing.
Okay.
So I want to make my way to the cryo chamber. I see that there's horrible things here, but I am going to ignore them for now.
So as soon as you walk into the cryo chamber,
Of course.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Hopefully this plays properly through Discord.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm so scared. Please. Please help me. Please rescue me. Anybody. I don't know how much longer I have.
Did that play through clearly?
I think so.
Yes.
Um,
Do I see anything?
So again, this is one of those shared experience situations that you all hear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Victor, you see that the marked cryopod has a light on.
I want to go look at the cryopod.
Okay, one moment before you do.
Okay.
Oh, there's the wall. Okay.
I would like you to make an intellect roll, please.
Sure.
If you have any perception-based skills, those would be applicable.
Nope.
Steve, what are you up to?
76, I fail. I gain stress.
Oh no.
Alrighty, so you still notice this, but it takes you a minute because you are mesmerized by the by the cryopod by the person that's still alive inside of the cryopod. To your eyes, they look radiant.
Are you sure this wouldn't be a save situation? I've got decent saves.
No, this isn't a save situation.
Okay.
What you notice after a moment, though, is it almost looks, and it could be a trickier eye, but it almost looks like the ship's walls are growing into these pods. Like almost like roots are going from the walls into these pods. You didn't notice it in the other cryo chamber. It's, and like it's one of those things you kind of blink and you're not sure if you can trust what you see.
Radio, Victor. Officer Cherdenko. Status report.
I mean, I don't know what to say.
Steve sees a fridge. Steve knows what goes in fridges. Steve would like to drink some juice.
So you're gonna make this difficult for me, aren't you? Okay.
Put a bottle of radioactive waste in there or something.
Juice.
That's what I do to fuck with players.
It's not gonna be that.
Uh-oh.
So How do you respond, Victor? We'll go with that for a moment.
Oh no.
It's. I've never seen anything like this. It's incredible. I'm starting to sound German, but whatever.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. At least
It's
I
okay.
realize it.
Good job. Steve?
Juice.
Fuck me.
Now there's juice. What sort of juice does it look like?
Well, so there are liquids in this fridge. They're all clear.
There, water. Throw it on the ground. Stomp on it.
Are you just grabbing random vials and random vials and bottles and smashing them?
Yeah, Steve wanted juice, not water.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to respond to this, so I'm just watching for now.
So the Steve, I am going to need you to make a body save, please.
Okay. Body. Now, with military training, athletics, or firearms, be of assistant here.
I'll say military. If it gives you the option, I'll say military training would be applicable.
All right. 36. Success.
Does it give you the option to add that? Oh shit, it does.
Yeah.
Neat. Okay, yeah. You move out of the way quickly enough as the second jar you throw on the ground starts reacting with the first mystery chemical that you shattered and becomes a very acidic compound.
I've seen this before. Science!
So think alien blood from the Aliens franchise as far as like a visual with how fast this starts eating through the deck plating.
Oh boy.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Steve and I'm gonna proceed to the cryo chamber, I think. I just fireman hold you over my shoulder.
Not this time, science!
Just so you're aware, Steve, I am equipped with a body cam. This is going on your record.
I answer to no one.
You probably do, in fact, outrank me, 'cause fuck me, I guess. And I proceed to the cryo chamber. Officer Cherdenko, did you find more rocks?
It's better than a rock, I think. I am
It's a
going to
pretty
try
low
to
box.
I'm going to try to I'm using my specimen collection again to try to take a piece off of this.
Of the person?
Maybe.
So are you going to open up the cryo
Okay,
chamber?
fair enough.
Yeah, I'm going to open up the cryo chamber.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's too fascinating.
No, that's 100% fine. You start like punching in the sequence to open this cryo chamber up, and give me an intelligence roll, an intellect roll, please.
Okay, enough. Could I use mechanical repair or cybernetics or jury rigging?
computers or something computer related would honestly be better.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
I rolled a
have
98,
computers.
so it wasn't going to matter either way.
Oh boy.
Well,
There are 0 life signs in the cryopods.
at least it wasn't a 99.
Yeah, that is accurate. At least it wasn't that.
So you, as you're kind of going through trying to open up this pod, you see that with the current power levels that the ship is putting out, that basically the defrost is gonna take a lot longer than normal. It seems that like essentially the heating coils aren't going to warm up fast enough to get everything back up to temperature, and the way, and you wouldn't, this is like knowledge that you would know, having like mechanical knowledge and stuff like that and being an engineer.
Yeah.
You know that like there's a specific sequence that you have to follow when
you don't make it out.
yeah. Like you've probably seen like 1 or 2 accidents where that wasn't necessarily followed and bad things happened.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve, do you have computers?
No, I don't know about computers.
Steve.
Never touch the things.
Fair enough. I have computers. Can I step in and try to fix it?
It's at this point it's more of an available power situation than anything else.
Okay, I'm still gonna look inside the cryopod.
Yeah.
What do my android eyes see?
Actually, I would like both you and the Steve to make intellect tests. If you have anything that's perception based as far as skills go, those would be applicable.
Failure.
Linguistics, mathematics, computers.
None of those
Anything?
are perception based.
That's fair. Okay. Ooh, critical success. 44.
Nice.
Yay.
Okay, so the Steve, as I had mentioned before, the person in this cryo chamber looks to your eyes to be radiant. And again, out of the corner of your eye, it almost looks like there are roots coming out of the walls and going into these pods. Again, you didn't notice this in the other cryo chamber. This is something that's distinct to this one, but you're not sure if it's like real or your eyes playing tricks on you.
Oh, acid flashback.
Renee, or sorry, R3N3.
Correct.
You, being that you had critically succeeded, you can see that there are an abnormal amount of connections and wires going into all of the pods in this chamber, but the pod that's still occupied by a living being.
Okay. What does the living being look like, though?
Just looks like a living being. Looks like a frozen human. A meat popsicle, if you will.
Like male, female, undetermined, old, young.
Undetermined on all counts.
Alrighty then.
So androgynous and ageless.
Interesting. I'm gonna gently lower Steve to the ground, and I'm gonna go and open one of the empty pods and look at those connections with my computer knowledge, maybe?
Again,
No, you can use these binoculars.
Like you can look through the canopy, but it's still kind of the same situation as the other pods. You need to route power to these pods in order to open them. Like
I'm gonna relate it. Okay.
Yeah.
Unless we had some sort of way to cut through them with a laser.
You know what?
I mean, yeah.
I don't hate this idea.
I get what you're saying, and I whack him with my hatchet.
Yeah, it just all depends on how much money you want to make at the end of the day.
Well, I'm just gonna try with the one. Steve, stop hacking, please.
These things are tough.
Please stand aside, Steve. And I'm gonna. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna shoot a tentative shot at one of the unoccupied.
Well,
no, not chamber pods. Come on, Renee. Cryopods wiring.
So let me be clear. All of them are occupied. Just one of them is occupied by a living person.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, every cryopod on this ship that you have looked at thus far has had a body in it, and they've all been kind of desiccated and had the effects of cryo failure, essentially.
Okay, does it mean that I can just open one?
No. Again,
no. Okay.
You need power.
I need the power.
Yes,
okay.
It's solely a power issue, basically. Power needs to be rerouted in order to open any of these.
While you're messing with that, I'm going to go to the reactor, see if I can get power going, and maybe see if we can find something happening.
Ooh.
Okay. I will let you do that because my next step is to just cut through the door, the person, and the wiring. Laser cutter, baby!
Okay, well, yeah, if you want to cut into one of the ones with a dead person in it, you can. That's not a problem.
I don't think it is ethical. However, I'm willing to give it a try. So while Victor is walking over to the reactor, I'm just gonna take like a corner one, the leftmost.
Yeah.
Not chamber pod, cryopod, and I'm gonna cut through it.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna require a roll for it. It's like it's not a stressful situation. You're like you have a little bit of time. Like you have like I said, it's like a week for the reactor, and it's going to be at least a few days that you're going to be attached to this ship anyway. But yeah, you can make it through. It's pretty relaxed. You cut the pod open. This one is irreparably damaged.
Okay.
But yeah, you're able to get the body out. And what skills are you thinking of using for investigating the inside of this pod?
Judo.
Sure. Judo and computers.
Computers wouldn't necessarily work with this because computers is more you're interfacing with a computer terminal.
Okay.
Yeah, this would be more. I'm not sure.
Hack and slash kind of approach.
Well, it would be more like honestly, Victor would have probably the better skills for looking into this, but because it would be more on the mechanical side, I'm picturing. But yeah, make an intellect roll, please.
Sure. No, failed miserably.
Already, yeah, you can see where these connections are coming into the cryopod, like from the inside, but you can't suss out what they were for.
Okay.
I'm
out of ideas for now.
Victor, you're going to the reactor?
Yes.
Void suits. How good are they against radiation?
I don't know. Let me read my thing. I'll open up my old Mothership instruction manual.
Is that?
I would imagine that if you're supposed to be able to survive in the void of space, there is radiation out in the void of space. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I'm gonna see what it says for the void suit, but I don't. Nope, that's like the Monster Man. I'm the wrong one. Okay. Got this fucking box right here. Too many goddamn things. Okay. Player survival guide. There it is. Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. The back suit, armor points 3, heavy. On the picture, it says short range comms, headlamp, oxygen supply. That's all it says describing it. So I guess it's up to us.
Yeah, okay. So you, as you're getting, like, going into the reactor, like, basically once you get into this room here, your suit's inbuilt Geiger counter, because like we already established, you have a fancy suit that has a bunch more bells and whistles, because you paid for yours. And yeah, your Geiger counter's starting to kind of go crazy.
Okay.
Like, you know, when you're doing just like a normal spacewalk, you'll hear a few you'll hear a little bit from it. But this is almost like level 2 radiation.
Okay.
It's that scene from Chernobyl.
Okay. So this is bad. The fact that this reactor is leaking so much radiation is making me think that this entire ship might not be worth it. How long can I be in there? Does my vac suit have radiation protection?
I'll say that you would be able to be like, you could probably withstand it for maybe 2 hours at a time. Anything more than that, and you're starting to risk your health.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to take a look inside and see if I can seal off this radiation leak.
All right.
Just a note. I am equipped with radiation pills.
Great. I'm probably going to need them.
Can you like preemptively take a radiation pill, or
It would be
like
it would be kind of a little late now, and I think it would depend on the radiation pills, because I think like with iodine pills you can take them before, maybe, because those are like real life radiation pills.
I mean, whatever. I'm just going in. I'm not overthinking it.
Who needs kids anyway, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so
what's the situation inside this radiation chamber?
Well, the lights are angry and red.
Yeah, of course.
And you, like, as you're looking over this reactor, you can see the faint blue glow of an active reactor. As you're looking into like the cooling pool. But like, and like, okay, so actually, give me an intellect roll with mechanical repair. I think is the one you have, yeah?
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah.
30, I succeeded.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
Okay, so you can see, like, as you're looking over this, the reactor itself looks fine.
Okay.
However, the system to contain basically the radiation, like the spent fuel, is cracked, like massively cracked.
Okay.
And like that's you're looking at it, and like as you're going over, you're like, okay, so that's where the radiation is coming from. And it would take like it would take a decent amount of time to fix the issue and get it to the point where it would be safe to be in this area specifically.
Okay. I have. So you say a lot of time. I have jury rig. Can I cover it up with something for now?
You can. So with jury rig, you'd be able to lessen it to essentially going from level 2 radiation out in that second room to level 1 radiation.
I'll do that at least because we're not going to fix this right now, but that's going to make it a little bit better.
Yeah, and like it is going to be a temporary fix. Like it's not.
Yeah,
going
of
to be
course.
Very permanent.
Yeah, I'm going to make a jury rigging roll. I rolled an 88. That's a great failure. I probably explode.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Please make a body save.
Yeah. Right.
Meanwhile, Steve's calling back to the ship. Hey, how's the reactor servicing bot robot doing?
I
Doing
that's a
tip top.
failure.
Okay, so sorry. You got a failure?
Yeah.
Regular failure?
No.
Regular failure.
Okay.
Regular failure.
So you will lose 4 health.
Okay.
You are able to get the work started, but like basically the point that you got to started pushing a little bit past that 2-hour mark, and you're starting to feel the effects.
I spent we've been doing this for 2 hours. Okay.
Yeah, it's taken you quite a bit of time to try and rig it up. So R3, N3, and the Steve, you have a couple of hours that Victor is in the reactor doing his thing. What are you two up to?
Oh, I'm trying to teach the robot to feel human emotions.
Amazing. Can I administer a radiation pill to mitigate some of the damage
Are you going
to Victor?
Are you going like first, you don't know that he's failed yet. Like this is what you guys are doing during the 2 hours that he's working.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
In that case,
It's not like you guys are just standing around doing nothing for 2 hours.
just T-posing. No.
Yeah.
We call this feeling psychotic bloodlust.
Fascinating. I'm going to go back out to the habitat deck,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna take a look at that containment chamber.
Give me a juice while you're in there.
I carefully step over the hole in the floor.
It is that's on the other side of the room. But
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, the hole is like right there. Where the
There
red
it
dot is.
Perfect.
But yeah, so you go over to the containment door, and it is sealed. There is no keypad. However, it looks like there is a.
I'll be right back. My phone's dying.
Yep, no worries.
And that's what my character sheet is.
Oh noes. It looks like there is a like a sensor for a swipe card.
Sorry, what kind of swiper?
Like it looks like there's a sensor for a swipe card.
Oh, swipe card.
You need a fob.
I need a fob. Well, fob that. Is there like a viewing slot or anything?
There is not. It is a
There's
heavy
not.
duty, like
Ugh.
blast door almost.
Did you say glass?
Blast. BLAST.
Oh, shit.
Like
Okay.
big heavy duty door.
Right. Okay. Whatever.
I'm back. Sorry for the wait.
Hello. I want to see what the fuck is behind the door. So. Fuck it. Can I hack it? If I can't, I'm gonna try to cut through it.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no interface.
Right, just a fob.
Actually, you know what? Give me an intellect roll, please.
Computers?
Intellect roll.
Oh. I succeeded. Not by much. 58.
Alrighty, as you're looking around, you and kind of you're over near the door, kind of trying to figure out how you can futz with this, and you push on a panel, and it kind of flops down, and you see a small little maintenance console for the door, and I will allow you to try and hack the door.
I shall do so. Computers.
Hacking would be better
I'm-
if you have it.
If I have what?
Hacking would
If
be
you have
better if you have it.
Oh, well, I don't.
Okay, yeah, then computers would be applicable.
Well, I succeeded handily. I rolled a 5 out of
Nice.
72.
Nice. Too bad it wasn't a critical.
Well, tits.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You did well. You managed to find a bypass. And are you? I'm assuming you're just opening the door all willy nilly.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you open the door. And as your eyes adjust, because there's not even like emergency lighting inside of this containment area.
Mm-hmm.
But like you're an android, so you can see a bit better in the dark than normal fleshy eyes. You can see that there are glass cages, basically, kind of stacked one atop the other. There are a few that look to be like almost hermetically sealed. And inside of them, you can see some sort of fungus. There are a couple where you can see some like desiccated animals of some sort.
Okay.
But yeah, like it looks like this was mostly a biocontainment chamber.
Well, since some of them are sealed, so I'm not too worried about it. I guess I'll collect some samples. I have a sample collection kit as well, and
Okay.
that's what I'm going to be doing for the next couple hours.
Alrighty. Yeah, so that takes a bit. The Steve.
Steve gets bored, wanders around, and finds the pile of rocks.
In the airlock.
Oh, yeah, you go over to the airlock?
Ooh, rocks!
Okay. What is the Steve gonna do with the rocks?
Shake them around, really give them a toss, and maybe play some Jenga eventually.
Okay. Alrighty. So some time has passed. The reactor is on its way to being less radioactive.
Hey, Damien, I gotta tell you, it's like getting to my bedtime here. It's like I could do this for 3 hours. I go to like 10 o'clock, but it's getting to the end of my streaming time.
Yep.
We might need to be taking it to be continued here.
Yep.
So just letting you know.
Yep. I was
Yeah.
kind of trying to get to that point. The
Okay,
second
sorry.
scene Anyway,
Okay.
but like
I just wanted to make sure that we were aware of that.
No,
Okay, sorry.
not a problem, not a problem. It was basically we're
Yeah.
pretty much done the first scene anyway. So like I said, Victor a little bit worse for wear. And you all kind of reconvene. So the Steve, this is a pertinent question. The rocks, are you leaving them in the airlock or are you bringing them with you?
I think I'm leaving most of them in the airlock, but I'll take one around. Take one around under my arm.
Okay.
Found myself a new buddy.
Awesome.
I named him Rocky.
Awesome. So you all make your way back to the ship and get like some of the rest of the crew to start hauling stuff back into the cargo hold because, you know, that's what you're here for. And everything seems fine until you go to bed for the night. And I think that is where we will end things.
All right. Sorry to bust out, but
No worries. Like basically,
right.
it was more. I was just trying to give you all stuff to do to set how fucked up the scene was, for the most part.
Yeah.
Then
this place is bad. Yeah.
Oh, you haven't
All
seen the half of it yet.
Oh no, I'm sure the actual horrible thing is going to be happening, but right now we just did the stream of setting things up. So I guess we'll do a little bit more of that in our big stream coming up then.
Yes. Most definitely.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Those of you who are watching on the YouTube, you can find us at danielsdreadtales.com. That's our website. We have a website.
You got a fucking website, baby.
And you should also follow us on your podcast player of choice. We would really very much appreciate it.
Join us on Discord.
Yeah, we have a Discord too. It's full of awesome people. We do game nights.
I'm also there.
we do game nights on Fridays. You should come. It's fun. So yes, and also end of next month we are doing Extra Life stream. It is going to be a 24-hour stream going from Sunday to Monday, and I really hope to see you all come out to watch us be ridiculous and slowly bleed away our sanity over 24 hours. Mainly me.
Way ahead of you.
Mainly me bleeding out my sanity over 24 hours because I kind of have to be at the helm. Yay!
You are the head streamer.
Yay!
I don't know if we ever made that an official title, but you are a head streamer. The stream director. We need to get a good title for you.
There we go, stream director. I'll take that title.
Gotcha.
But already
Streaming whiz.
Yeah.
Don't whiz on the streams. That's where sparks come from.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. We will see you again. We'll do a little bit of this. I'll also be running some stuff at the next one. And I'm going to wish you a very spooky night, or whenever you're watching this in the VOD.
Ooh, spooky.
I don't
God.
do that at the endings anymore because those were getting annoying, but I still put them on the end of the stream. God damn it, because I like doing it. All right. Bye.
Good night, everyone.